Alright, so welcome back, and we are going to continue with our mini series, starting your own company, steps to starting your own company or starting your own brand right now. So, I'm going to run you through 10 practical steps you will need to follow through for you to successfully run your own brand, business, or company. So, forget everything these people tell you about. The difficulties, the uncertainties, and everything. Yeah, we have a lot of issues starting up. I'm not disputing any of that, but you however have to make a decision to begin before you get to see these hurdles. If you listen to my last podcast, you see the things you need to look out for, yeah, before you even jump on this. So if you ticked 80 to 90% on the previous podcast, in case you haven't listened to it, go back and do that. If you tick 80 to 90%, then you're ready to be here. So the very first thing you need to do is believe in yourself. This is a very critical area. Yeah, so when people tell you starting your business is tough, trust me, there is no iota of lie in that phrase, in that sentence. Every letter in that sentence is true. Now, it's nothing close to it. It's way easier sitting down in an office space and getting paid at the end of the month, or getting instructions from people, or even if you get insulted once in a while. Yeah, it's much more easier compared to starting off a business, so or a brand. But you need to understand this is a very tasking phase you're about to jump into. You need to accept that it's not going to be easy. You need to accept that it's not going to be a joke. You need to accept you're not going to have fun times in all of this. You're going to have to sleep less, way less than you used to. You need to wake up earlier than you used to. You have more hours working on what you can't even see, and so many other things. Starting your own company needs every out of confidence. If you listen to my previous episode, you understand this part. You need the resilience and motivation that's in you. At times you may even have to borrow all of this, yeah, to get ahead, to get somewhere. But it is necessary you have all of this all summed up or all put together before you can really make good progress. Yeah, as much as that has been said, people decide or people think it's all about the idea. No, I've seen good ideas fail. I've seen good ideas hit the rocks. I've seen good ideas make little or no progress because there was no motivation, no resilience, no real power to just push ahead when things got tough. So you need to gather a lot of belief in yourself, in the idea, in whoever it is you are, in the circumstance that you may actually face. You need to just know, okay, I'm going to get past this phase, and then you would make good progress. So that was number one. And number two, you need to assess yourself. All right, you need to assess yourself. So you need to assess yourself. What do I mean? You need to understand what's possible with you and what's not possible. What can you do? What can't you do? This is not some sudden negativity or anything. It's you being aware of how far you can go, how much risk you can take. Are you a good designer? Are you a good speaker? Are you a good marketer? Are you good with papers? Are you good with numbers? What exactly are you best at doing? What can't you do? Where do you need collaboration? Where do you need to hire someone? How far can you go with the little knowledge you have? Now, if you have all of this put together, if you have all of this knowledge analyzed, assessed within yourself, you come to terms with what's possible and what's not, and that's you not telling a lie. So you end up making way less mistakes than you would have when you keep lying to yourself about what's possible and what's not. All right. So the third thing you need to do is identify your market. Um, People have this mixed up a lot of times, but before you start up any business, any any brand, any company, before you push your idea forward, you need to identify your market. You need to know what kind of business, what kind of product, what kind of service are you bringing out, right? You need to understand if your product is a short-term product or it's a permanent one. We have products or services that are for just the season. We have products that are long lasting, so you need to understand where you fall in, so you don't over expect, or you don't go beyond the lifeline of that particular project, right? What exactly do I mean? People want to know, or people would want to know, if, or rather, how do you get out to your target market? What would they see you as a solution to their problem, or just something they want to try for the meantime? You need to have results to possible questions. You need to have a solution to possible problems. You need to be able to respond to the needs of people. If your go to market strategy is not visibly comprising of all of these things, then you wouldn't last long in business, right? And you won't last too long, no matter how crazy your strategy is. If you're not solving problems, if you're not answering questions, if you're not giving them better responses or better results, or even something as little as little as better customer care, then you may not go really far. So you need to really put some thought into your market strategy, finding out who your market is and finding out how to reach out to the market. Now, the fourth thing you have to do is come up with a plan on market evaluation. After you find out where or who your market audience or your target market is, you need to evaluate your market. Now, this you have to do something different. Don't do something just because everybody's doing